So, from one exciting ride to another, look at these one-time changes before she goes down the center line. One has to say they didn't all quite work, but anyway, that's how brave Isabell is. Not the squarest of holds in front or behind. Nice frame, but Wendy's mouth a little bit open. The side judges will see that. She'll have to get a softer in the neck for that lower jaw to relax and close. It's when horses open their mouth, it's the lower jaw that they're articulating, which now it's good. There is ground cover over track, not huge. He's riding the corner, and she starts the half pass almost before the marker to give a little bit of extra room for these half passes. You can do that if you can ride a really good corner. Every step being managed by Isabell. It's not the most flowing half passes. And when Isabell rides Wendy forward, that's a good hold. You just wonder whether there's enough balance in the horse. Quarters slightly came in that rein back. So here she goes, probably a little bit conservative because of, I'm saying that I have a feeling that she rides a little bit too much forward. Wendy gets a bit onward and doesn't balance. This is a very open passage, but Isabell is gently closing it. And then we're turned onto the judges, and we're sideways onto the judges with just right. Now she will take some risks in the piaffe. Look at the A marker. She is travelling forward towards the end of the piaffe. A very seamless transition out. I didn't actually count the number of piaffe steps, but it was so smooth that it was hard to tell where one finished and the other one began. Good over track, good lengthening of the neck. And this is what I keep saying. We are seeing such good neck functions and variability. Now she's got to keep this 4-time walk. When horses go a little bit early in front with the front leg, that's one you sometimes don't keep the 4-time. Very good. Into the passage. Right hind legs a little bit further back than the left, but Isabell changed that literally within a split second, a part of a second. A little bit of trot before the canter. Short reaching in the hind leg to the right, first change. That's good, that's good. Good. Sneezing there from Wendy towards the end, but actually those changes improved. But the judges will be watching every single step. Extended canter, sensible, uphill, not full power, but there's a nice transition back, and that's what you've got to weigh up. You can go full power, but you've got to get that separate mark for that coming back and the change at the gate. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a little bit of balance going on there. I could see that because I could see what Isabell felt she needed to do with the reins. Very good. Head a bit low, but Isabell is sorting that out, but only just. So the horse started to sneeze and put the head down a little bit. That gave Isabell an extra challenge to deal with in the middle of the one-times. Of course, you won't get a more skillful rider than Isabell Werth, so she knew what to do. I was worried going into that pirouette that the horse was almost hesitated. On the hind leg. Very good. I should imagine that was very good coming out of that. I should imagine that will score highly the right pirouette. There's a little bit of vibration of the fingers now. She can let go a bit and ride. She's got the balance there. Wendy keen coming through that corner. Very good technique behind and in front. And you can see Isabell hardly moving her fingers now. Oh, lovely transition into the piaffe. Wow, look at where those hind feet are and the structure of the front legs. That is Isabell Werth at her best, and obviously the lovely Wendy, but we've seen this many times with Isabell. That last centre line was a big, big mark earner. So let's see what that does to the score. Is it going to push it into the 80s or just into the 80? Where's it going to sit? This is real close stuff now. I'd say Isabell had a bit of a handful with all the energy that Wendy was giving her there in the early part of the test. By the time we came to that final centre line, I think it was exactly where she wanted it.
79.224%.
So just short of the 80%. She's beaten just it, which will make her feel happy, but she's more than a percent shy of Katharine.
Puts Germany at the moment in first position, 229.644 with the score. Ingrid Klimke dropped and Isabell Werth's taken, 79.224. Judge at B and Judge at H did score in the 80s. Next into the arena for the Netherlands is Denoix van Leer.
There's some slow-mos, big rangy canter in that zigzag. There's Madeline Winter-Schulz, long-time owner and supporter, and the owners of Wendy themselves there. Madeline, of course, also the supporter, sponsor of Ludger Beerbaum too. Well done, Isabell. As always, an amazing riding feat.
So Germany have done all they can to try and steal back the gold medal that eluded them at Ludger Beerbaums in Riesenbeck 2 years ago. Ingrid Klimke's score is dropped, the brackets go around it. Katharina Hemmer, Frederic Wandres and Isabell Werth are the three that count, 229.644.